Hi, everybody. This is this week's installment of Adulting 101, Building Connections to the Campus Community. This is going to be uploaded to our YouTube page, so definitely feel free to comment below different ways that you are involved in our community, different organizations or clubs you're involved with, and everything like that. So something that's important to take for context for the information that I'm going to be sharing is who is part of our community and what does community mean to you. So a couple of the areas that we're going to talk about for various ways to get involved. The most interactive way and the most easily accessible is through social media and platforms, and additionally campus pages. So you should be following different departments, different clubs, different organizations, SGA, Virtual Student Union, everything like that on various platforms such as YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, even Microsoft Teams. I know there is an option for the Virtual Student Union, which is a really good way to get involved. It's a good way to see what virtual events are happening on campus, even if you don't want to be on camera or interact. You can definitely still utilize these resources and interact in whatever way that you are comfortable with. You can comment, you can like things, you can save pages. It's all there for you, so it's definitely a really good way to get involved that way. You can interact with other students or staff on these pages. So if you see a post, you can comment, you can like it, you can reach out to that person. If there's an Instagram Live, you can absolutely reach out that way, and it's a good way to kind of build those connections and meet some new people. Also a really good way to get some free resources and information. So in virtual spaces, such as the Virtual Student Union or offices such as Microsoft Teams, this is a really good resource because you can be in that space virtually, even if you're just hanging out, and people can pop in and out. Also, if you're looking to build connections with different departments and getting experiences, most departments do have a virtual office in Microsoft Teams, and you can always join that. You can pop in and someone can get back to you as soon as possible. You can hang out, you can meet other people that way. The OW website is a really good way to see if there's kind of things happening on campus, maybe that you wouldn't have been aware of previously. A lot of information will be emailed directly to you and shared in ways that you can get involved in other events. So there's a lot of ways to virtually get involved. There may be some very minimalistic opportunities on campus, such as today they had a flu shot clinic. So definitely check your email. A lot of resources are going to be sent to you, and then just search the page, go on the page, search events. That's a really good way to do that. Classes and faculty. So a good way to build connections are people directly involved in your studies. So reach out to peers in your class, create group chats. I know that it can be daunting sometimes to reach out, especially when we're tired of every day just continuously being on camera. But you can always message people, see how they're doing. You can use them as a connection for studying or creating friends. You're all in the same class together, you're going through the same experience, so you can help each other out with questions and also just create connections that way. Also utilize your faculty, your professors. Reach out for their virtual office hours. See if there's other ways that you can get involved directly with your major, and other opportunities to work with them and be engaged outside of class. There are also staff members working at the college, various departments. I know Ashley spoke a lot about our student affairs departments and some other departments on campus. If you want to check out that video from last week, there was a lot of really great resources there. But you can also reach out to staff members directly if you're looking to get more experience or just to talk to somebody. They're always a good resource, and they can also tell you about programs and stuff that maybe you're not aware of, or other things going on that they feel would be really good for you. They're also there to talk and build connections and be a resource for you. I know that all staff is available and is more than happy to talk. So another really good way to build connections within the community are virtual programs. It can be a little bit strange because we are used to in-person programs, so there's a lot of different ways that virtual programs can happen, and this list is continuing to grow. So there can be programs like this one was intended to, where it's through a video platform where there can be interactions, exchanges. There's also Instagram Live programs where there's someone presenting and you can live comment in, be a part of that. A lot of times, for the most part, if you can attend a virtual program, much like what we're doing here, programs are being recorded so that you can see those resources later. So you can still attend and be connected, scroll through comments, interact that way, even if you're not attending live. So use social media pages, emails, everything to stay updated on what's happening, so that you can get engaged that way. So it's always about, also the most important thing is being engaged in the community is whatever you're comfortable with and your level of comfortability. You can be actively commenting, reaching out, being more vocal, but you can also be more silent and more just kind of being part of it and being present, but maybe not reaching out vocally if that's not something you're comfortable with. Just because we're all separated right now doesn't mean that anybody is less of a community member, and it's whatever level you're comfortable with. It's just important to realize that you're never alone, and there are so many other students going through the same experience that you are going through. There's faculty members and there's staff here on campus as well, but engaging in the community and being a part of the community is whatever you're comfortable with. I do encourage people to step outside their comfort zones, comment on a post, message someone directly, see if they want to kind of engage and build connections. It is challenging because it's not as organic as you run into someone at a program, but if you're going to events and you're always seeing the same name, reach out to them. The worst thing is that they don't respond, and that's okay. So it's whatever you're comfortable with. If your level of comfortability and interaction and what you have the mental capacity for is to just like a post, that is completely fine. You're still part of the community, you're still engaging. It's just important to realize there are a lot of resources. So engaging with other students, there are a lot of clubs and organizations that are still active that it's really good to be a part of. And so I'm going to screen share in a moment, but I know that we have some residential life organizations such as NRHH, National Residence Hall Honorary, and RHA, Residence Hall Association. Both of those are still active. You can definitely reach out. They both have Instagram pages. SGA is very active. And so I'm going to screen share so that we can see, hold on one moment, so that we can see some of the clubs that are on campus. Again, you're going to look to see what best fits for you and reach out. So all of these organizations should have social medias. You can reach out. Definitely follow the CSLI page to see more information about clubs and organizations, because you can join something, even if it's from a distance. You can still connect with people, and clubs are still doing some really, really great work. So I'm going to just slowly scroll through. I'm not going to read through all of these, but the page, if you go to SUNY Old Westbury and you search clubs and organizations, it'll bring you to this page. So there's a lot of organizations. You can see what fits your interests, both for your degree or just stuff that you're interested in or stuff that just goes to different pieces of your identity. You can get involved as much as you want. There's a lot of opportunity for that. I'm just going to slowly scroll for a little bit. But like I said, building connections to the campus community is to the level that you're comfortable with. So it's all about what you want and the level of engagement that you're comfortable with. If you are comfortable just liking a post, that is completely fine. If you want to comment, if you want to reach out to people, if you want to get engaged, that is awesome as well. There are a lot of clubs and organization opportunities. And then if you ever have any questions, always email, reach out. A lot of times when we send email newsletters about programs that are happening, we'll also attach a point person to that. So you can always reach out if you're interested in even getting engaged and hosting an event yourself. But even though we're all separated, Old Westbury still is a community, and we definitely want to work on that. So definitely anyone watching this, comment below ways that you're involved or what community means to you. So thank you guys.